Hey friends, welcome to the channel. In today's video, I don't know if you're gonna find as much value in this as I am, but I'm creating a video of just a few quotes that I'm living by right now, or things that are inspiring me at this current moment. Maybe they'll inspire you as well. So I journal every single day. Anytime I find a quote I like or something comes up, I put it in my notes. I always have it, but they kind of just get scattered through everything. So this is kind of a conglomerate of all the quotes that I've been thinking about, sitting on, that have really resonated with me recently as I've been doing life and trying to grow my business and all that. Okay, so if it's your first time here, here's a bit of context. I live in Newport Beach. I make decent money, gives me a flexible schedule because of that. But I also want to live a full life, and I want to live an active life. And I come from a background where things were a bit challenging growing up. Things were difficult. Money was tight. Things were a bit of a struggle, if you want to put it that way. But these are the quotes I'm living by this quarter. The first one is this: do less than what you think you could handle. Not because you lack the capacity, the ability, but to give yourself the focus. Now, this one's really vital for me because I have a tendency to overcommit to a lot of things. I have a tendency to commit and say yes to a lot of good things, and by doing that, I'm not able to focus or give my full potential to the things that would be my zone of genius or what I would be great at. I might be good at it, but am I great at it? Or is it what I'm really passionate about? And so with that said, do less than what I think I can handle is a clear way for me to know, just because you could do it, don't say yes. That is a scheme that has kept me in the same cycle for a long time, and I really think is helping me grow out of that. I'd rather have more free time than try to fill my time with things to do. The next one is this. It's a reminder, okay? Reminder, I have happiness right now. There is no reason to think that happiness will come at a later date or upon arrival of some external item, thing, person, experience, whatever. They say that the things that people usually attribute happiness to relate to a spouse or money, which money could lead to power, position, or a job, or anything like that. For me, I want to make sure that my happiness is sourced first and foremost from myself. It sounds so cliche in 2021, but it's also something I want to keep at the top of my mind, that item exterior is not going to produce happiness within me. And the truth is, especially when it comes to thinking about relationships and things like that, the people you're happiest with are those who are happy themselves. It's not the person seeking happiness from someone else. It's the person who's already happy with themselves, how they are. That's the person that typically is the happiest. This is a good one. This third one here is a good one. Anything you are in can only be as healthy as you. Now let that sit for a moment. Let that sit for a moment. That one hit home really well. Anything you are in can only be as healthy as you. So when you think about whatever you're a part of, whatever system you're in, it's easy to complain and be bitter or angry with something exterior. But a clear reminder for me is that if I'm in it and I want it to be better, well, if I become better, that's the best place to start. Come on. Next one is live up to the truth you have attained. This comes from a book in the Bible. A guy named Paul wrote this, but he basically said something to the extent of live up to the truth that you have attained. And I think that's a great reminder. There's a quote that basically says, don't compare yourself to other people, compare yourself to your past self, compare your present self to your past self as a true mark of a noble person. If you're growing, and another way of saying it is, if you're not embarrassed by who you were 12 months ago, you're not growing. Live up to the truth that you've attained. This helps me simplify that I don't need to live up to that standard, or wow, that person's amazing at that. They've been doing it for 40 years. Me, I just started, or I've been doing this for 3 months, or I've been doing this for 3 years. So living up to the truth where I have attained. Next one is this: can't do life well if you do people wrong. Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good, clear reminder. Next one is this: commit. Just commit. There's this thing that, back to the first quote, like I would overcommit to a lot of different things, hoping that one of them would trigger it. And I think there's an approach there. I think there's a very healthy approach there, but there's also a very healthy approach where you commit, and because of the commitment, you produce exponential results. So in this season right now, my life is more surrounded around committing to one or two major things, which right now are my health and creating content, than anything else. Okay, next one is this. You can't give what you don't have. That's a great reminder. People see through stuff so quickly. Authenticity is a buzzword in itself, but truly people can see through things so quickly. Add that to the list. Another good reminder, you can't give what you don't have. Simple little phrase, create daily. That's what I'm in right now. Next one is seek extraordinary experiences. It's easy for me to get more passive in life and try to control things more, but seek new experiences. I went sailing for the first time yesterday on a decent boat, but it was an amazing experience. It was my first time sailing. I had a great time. We went out at Dana Point. We went by Laguna. It was beautiful. It was literally a gorgeous experience. Next, okay, almost done here. 2, 3 more. Next one is focus on progress. I believe focusing on progress is a much better approach than focusing on the results, and just continuing to focus on the steps that I can take versus the steps that are out of my control. I can't control how many people watch this video, but what I can control is I get better at making these videos. Next one is this: carry yourself with lightness rather than tension. I don't know why, but the way I grew up is like really tense. My shoulders would be tense, my arms would be tense. And so it is a constant reminder that sometimes I'm just sitting there. I can even be driving. It can even be right now in the video as I'm talking. I'll just feel tense, but I just try to remind myself to loosen up or be more light, if that's how you would say it. Final one. This is like I don't know if it's a powerful phrase, but it's something I'm really trying to work towards as well, especially with what I said earlier about seeking extraordinary experiences, really enjoying life, being alive in the moment. Do what I can, but release control. There's two quotes I want to share. Since most of us only feel good when things are going our way, we are constantly attempting to control everything in our lives. What will happen if we respected the flow of life and used our free will to participate in what's unfolding instead of fighting it? Those two quotes speak so much to where I'm trying to head in this season and who I'm trying to be in this season as I'm growing and developing and becoming a new person, and really believing that as well. I believe people change. I believe people can grow. I believe that people can become better even after years of making mistakes or messing up. Don't bet a relationship on it, but I believe it's possible. Oh, this is good. So I had this visual come to me yesterday and today that I've really been thinking about and sitting on. Imagine like a dot grid journal, but jam the dots really close to each other. And I imagine control as something in life, like you almost try to force something to go a certain way, but it's running into all these like edges or all these dots. Imagine you're in a maze and you're like trying to go through walls. It just doesn't work. It's harder, much more difficult than if you just go with the flow. I almost think of like spaghetti, going through the flow between the dots on a grid. That's how life operates more than me trying to force a certain direction. So what I'm trying to do is, hey, I'm gonna do what I can, but at the same time, I just wanna go with the flow and see how things progress. Things change quickly, things change quicker than I expect, things change quicker than I want, but at the same time, there's just something so powerful to watch what unfolds. I can look back on my life and see that some of the best experiences I've ever had were things that unfolded, things that came my way, not things that I controlled and brought to life. And so I'm really trying to change that, shift that gear inside of me to give up more control, be more free in life, and just enjoy it more. Your man is trying to enjoy it more. Life is a really beautiful experience that I think the way I was raised and whatever, not even to blame, it's not like a blaming thing. The environment that I was raised in, that is something that I'm trying to shift and change and become better and see where the flaws are, see where the good parts are, and try to marry them into a world, an ideal that I like, a future that I enjoy, so I can be most present, bring the most impact, and help the most people. Hey, thank you for watching. Please like the video, when you like a video, it tells the YouTube algorithm some important information, but it also tells me that you got value from this video. So if you got any value from this video, please hit that like button. And if you want more content like this, hit the subscribe. When you hit the subscribe, it helps us grow this channel so that we can get a plaque right here. You'll be a part of that journey. With that, comment down below if you have any quotes you're living by that have been really impactful or just have resonated with you recently, or if any of the sayings or quotes or anything in this video helps you in your journey. Drop it down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.